Jerusalem is a city in Western Asia, on a plateau in the Judean mountains between the Mediterranean and the Dead Sea. It is one of the oldest cities in the world, and is considered holy to the three major Abrahamic religions, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. Both Israel and the Palestinian Authority claim Jerusalem as their capital, as Israel maintains its primary governmental institutions there in the state of Palestine, ultimately foresees it as its seat of power. Neither claim, however, is widely recognized internationally. Throughout its long history, Jerusalem has been destroyed at least twice, besieged 23 times, captured and recaptured 44 times, and attacked 52 times. The part of Jerusalem called the City of David shows first signs of settlement in the 4th millennium BCE, in the shape of encampments of nomadic shepherds. In the Canaanite period, Muslims 319,800. According to the Bible, King David conquered the city from the Jebusites and established it as the capital of the United Kingdom of Israel, and his son, King Solomon, commissioned the building of the first temple. Modern scholars argue that Jews branched out of the Canaanite peoples and culture through the development of a distinct monolatrous and later monotheistic religion centered on Yahweh. These foundational events, straddling the dawn of the first millennium BCE, assumed central symbolic importance for the Jewish people. The sobriquet of Holy City. The Old City is home to many sites of seminal religious importance. Among them the Temple Mount with its western wall, Dome of the Rock and Al-Aqsa Mosque, and the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. Outside the Old City stands the Garden Tomb. Today, the status of Jerusalem remains one of the core issues in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. During the 1948 Arab-Israeli War, West Jerusalem was among the areas captured and later annexed by Israel, while East Jerusalem, including the Old City, was captured and later annexed by Jordan. Israel captured East Jerusalem from Jordan during the 1967 Six-Day War and subsequently annexed it into Jerusalem, together with additional surrounding territory. One of Israel's basic laws, the 1980 Jerusalem Law, refers to Jerusalem as the country's undivided capital. All branches of the Israeli government are located in Jerusalem, including the Knesset and the Supreme Court, while the international community rejected the annexation as illegal and treats East Jerusalem as Palestinian territory occupied by Israel. Israel has a stronger claim to sovereignty over West Jerusalem. A city called Jerusalem in the execration texts of the Middle Kingdom of Egypt is widely, but not universally, identified as Jerusalem. Jerusalem is called Urusalim in the Amarna letters of Abdi Heba. The name, Jerusalem, is variously etymologized to mean, foundation of the god Shalem. The god Shalem was thus the original tutelary deity of the Bronze Age city. Shalem or Shalem was the name of the god of dusk in the Canaanite religion, whose name is based on the same root SLM from which the Hebrew word for peace is derived. The name thus offered itself to etymologizations such as the city of peace, abode of peace, dwelling of peace, alternately, vision of peace. In some Christian authors, the ending "iam" indicates the dual, thus leading to the suggestion that the name Yerushalayim refers to the fact that the city initially sat on two hills. The form Yerushalem or Yerushalayim first appears in the Bible, in the book of Joshua. According to a midrash, the name is a combination of two names united by God, Yera and Shalem. One of the earliest extra-biblical Hebrew writing of the word Jerusalem is dated to the 6th or 7th century BCE and was discovered in Khirbet Beit Lay near Beit Guvran in 1961. The inscription states, "I am Yahweh thy God. I will accept the cities of Judah and I will redeem Jerusalem." Or as other scholars suggest, Yahweh is the God of the whole earth. The mountains of Judah belong to him, to the God of Jerusalem. An older example on papyrus is known from the previous century. In extra-biblical inscriptions, the earliest known example of the "iam" ending was discovered on a column about 3 kilometers west of ancient Jerusalem, dated to the 1st century BCE. An ancient settlement of Jerusalem, founded as early as the Bronze Age on the hill above the Gihon spring. was, according to the Bible, named Jebus, called the fortress of Zion. It was renamed by David as the city of David, and was known by this name in antiquity. Another name, Zion, initially referred to a distinct part of the city, but later came to signify the city as a whole and to represent the biblical land of Israel. In Greek and Latin, the city's name was transliterated Hierosolima, although the city was renamed Aelia Capitolina for part of the Roman period of its history. The Aramaic apocryphon of Genesis of the Dead Sea Scrolls, now Nablus, a city of some importance in early sacred Hebrew W.